I was gonna get started, then Fubo came into chat. Shinkin25, my good friend Fubo. He roasted me the other day. Like few weeks ago. He's like, yeah, Christy, I saw your stream on Twitch one time, and I was like, I honestly forgot she streamed. And I'm like, you know what? What a mood, because I forget I stream. I couldn't say anything back to him. What a fucking roast. Okay, here we go. Let's get the spooks. I played this. There was a demo for this like 2-3 years ago. I think 2 years ago. And now it's finally out, and I'm very excited. Okay, guys, content warnings. This game is not for all ages. Some situations depicted might be disturbing or triggering. There are timed fucking choices. By the way, when I saw that in the settings, I shat myself. I am not ready. I am so not ready for timed choices. I couldn't handle Telltale games. What makes you think I can handle this? They recommend for a more immersive experience, but if you prefer to play without them, you can turn them on or off. I don't know if there's blood and guts in this game. They were very... They kept any screenshots that had, like, major spoilers or super, super scary stuff close to their chest. Twitch chat will remember that. Telltale games are my favorite. I miss the Telltale games. The last good one they made was literally Tales from the Borderlands. And also the Batman was good too. Walking Dead stopped being good after season 2. What a shocker. But yeah, I can't touch Telltale games anymore. They did like return to Tales from the Borderlands with Gearbox. They got like some former people from the Tales from Borderlands team. But I was like, this ain't it. This ain't it, sweetheart. It's a cold winter night. Snow started to fall a couple of hours ago, so the cityscape is littered with a layer of white fluff. I wish I could write like this. I wish my writing could come across like this, but it doesn't. It crunches under our feet as we walk down the street.
Ta-da! We're here!
Oh, I forgot this has a voice acting. Kirin! Oh. They are good, but it's like the company lost its flair once, you know, a lot of shit came out about them. It was so sad. I look up to inspect the tall building before us. It's past midnight, so it's to be expected that most people living here will be asleep by now. Naturally, that also explains why barely any of the windows show any hints of light coming from the inside. Considering why we're here, it only adds to the creepiness of the situation. I've never been a fan of dark places. That didn't even change when I got my feline features. You'd think that being able to see so much more clearly in the dark would make darkness less scary, wouldn't you? Trouble is, I hear so many more little sounds that I couldn't make out before. And since I'm not sure what all of them are, oh, my fucking face is being covered by this wonderful microphone. I can't do, listen, I thrive on speaks. I thrive on speaks. Gotta get a water in. This cup is brought to you by my friends John and Dara. They are the real ones. I also work with them, but they're the real ones. Microphone. What about my microphone? Did my microphone fuck up? I'm being scared now. Oh, you talking about the microphone. Cover my face. I really need to remember what I said like 25 seconds ago. Anyways, my microphone could cover my face, my beautiful face. Since I'm not sure what all of them are, the dark's every bit as creepy as it was before. Maybe more so. I do like the presentation of this. Look at her, Kirin, our girlfriend. Smooches.
So we are.
I'm gonna try to pronounce these names.
Finally, a response. I thought you were starting to give me the silent treatment again.
She's looking at this fucking camera like it's the office. It's a fault of mine and one I'm not proud of. I tend to get lost in my own head sometimes. Well, quite often, really. Thankfully, Kirin is fairly used to it by now. Oh, girlfriend.
I swear, Kirin, of all the buildings in the city, you just had to choose one which seems super creepy. This has to be the sole residential building in the whole office district.
I gotta appreciate voice acting because they tell me how to pronounce words. Kirin, okay.
Oh, but you know it couldn't have just been any building. This one is perfect.
And by perfect, you mean...
Meeting the conditions and being less than 10 miles away from our homes. Or are you enjoying our walk in the snow together so much that you'd like to prowl around aimlessly for another hour? Because I don't know about you, but I'm really starting to feel the cold. Was that your plan? So I'd need you to warm me up afterwards?
Oh.
You could have said something, Asahi.
Asahi. That is somebody leaving. If you hear that is somebody leaving through the garage. I just don't feel like muting because I got to get on with this. I just stare at her, not really sure what to say. There's no winning with Kirin. When she gets all sly like this. As much as I hate to admit it, it's one of the things I actually like about her. Actually.
Oh, why did I sign up for this again?
Because you love me.
Ah, yes. Thank you for reminding me of that questionable fact.
Oh?
Say, do you get the feeling like someone is manipulating someone else for their advantage over here?
Let me turn up the voice a little bit. I always like putting the voices up louder.
No? Just me?
There you go, that's a lot
Oh,
better.
come on. Don't be like that. You know I'm happy you decided to come with me.
You got to
I'll
do
make
some
it up to
stupid
you. I
bullshit.
promise.
It's always the ones we love that do end up doing some stupid shit. I swear to God. See, if my partner did this, my imaginary partner did this, yeah, I might as well find someone else because they ain't coming back. I am not getting involved. I don't believe in the supernatural, y'all, but I ain't getting killed. I ain't getting involved in this shit. I don't try urban legends. I just live life as I'm supposed to. In my own gremlin way. I don't do this. Ouija boards, no. Tarot cards, no. No. I stare at her for a moment long before I sigh. I really can't argue with her, not when she's looking at me like that. I had a silent crush on this girl for the longest time and never expected to one day find out that the attraction was mutual. The fact that we managed to actually get together. It's still dangerous to go to abandoned buildings. You can get tetanus or get shanked. Yeah, honestly. Or you could like just fall down the stairs and no one's going to help you. And you can't sue anybody either because it's an abandoned building. The fact that we managed to get together still feels unreal sometimes. If it weren't for the fact that the change affected her too, it probably would have never come to this. As much as I disliked it at the beginning, it made me feel like an outcast among my former peers. After all, our shared experience allowed me to be there for her when she needed the most. I don't mind tarot cards. See, the only time I mind tarot cards is when they're in Persona. Any other time, I'm good. I'm good. It's a memory I'm always going to cherish. That I'm sure. Yes, I know it's pretty twisted sort of memory to cherish. But how could I not remember it fondly when it brought us together? I breathe warmly on my hands, rub them together, and then jam them deep in my pockets. It's not much, but hopefully it will help keep some feeling in my fingertips. That's why you gotta get those little, like, baggies. I remember when I went to, like, go see the Nutcracker when I was really young in New York, and it was, like, the coldest day of the year, and I had, like, put these little warm baggies in my hands, my gloves, and I was like, oh, this is life. It's enough to let me focus on things in the here and now, and at least rather than just on how cold it is.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. You get provoked way too easily. You're doing all of this because of the bet with Sapporo, aren't you?
Who the fuck's Sapporo?
Oh, sure, that's one of the reasons. But that's not the only one. I'm doing it because it's fun.
This is fun?
Fun?
Hi, Sage.
Kirin, you've seen the forums. Not a single person out there ever said it was a good idea.
This is the elevator game with Catgirls.
Yes, all those fairy tales.
We just started. We're about to go into this
Really?
building where our girlfriend Kirin is going to go into a building for the elevator game, and I think, if I remember correctly, she does not come back out. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a horror game if she came back out.
Come on, you're not about to tell me you honestly believe those.
I really like
So you
the
mean
art
that
style.
you
It's so good.
Seriously, girl, we live in the real world. Spooky, scary skeletons don't just pop out of nowhere because someone decided to be an idiot and press some buttons in a certain way.
I can't believe you, of all people, are still saying that strange, unexplained things don't happen. I mean, you did look in the mirror this morning, right?
What?
This is this, and that is that.
So you don't believe this will actually work. Remind me why we're here again?
We are here to prove a point. Namely, that Sapporo can suck it.
No, she did not call her an uggo. Maybe she did. I don't know. I don't feel like she wouldn't call her girlfriend an uggo.
I honestly can't believe I let you drag me into this.
Chill, Asahi. We suffer the
Yeah,
cold for a while
Fubo.
longer.
These are Catgirls.
Nothing
It's in the
happens,
damn
and then
title.
Sapporo owes me $50. $50 that will treat us to a nice dinner together.
At Chili's? I mean, I'm down for some Chili's, girl. I love me some Chili's. People hate on Chili's, but then they go to Arby's. They really don't got taste.
I suppose.
I don't know how to rate. That's fine.
Pretty good incentive.
See, I knew you'd come
We all
around.
have our strengths and weaknesses, actually. You never been to either? I mean, I've never been to Arby's, but I take a look at their sandwiches and I'm like, oh, my webcam died. No! Oh, shit! That was such a pretty picture of me, wasn't it? It's like because I kicked the wire. God damn it! I was in the middle of a profound sleep. Chili does slap. Chili really does slap. Oh, we're just not gonna have a webcam. Oh no, we're gonna have webcam. Okay, sorry. There we go. But yeah, chili's so good. But I take a look at Arby's sandwiches. I'm like, oh, that ain't good. that looks like cafeteria food. If I'm gonna be honest. And if you like Arby's, I'm so sorry.
That being said, wish me luck and all that jazz. I'll be right back.
Oh, Kirin.
Kirin?
Oh, Kirin. I keep saying Kirin. Kirin.
What? I'm the one who should be getting cold feet here, not you.
Just. You remember all the rules, right? Stay safe, okay?
Asa-chan, be realistic about this. What's an elevator gonna do? Bite me?
You could always get stuck.
I mean, have you
It's
played
realistic
Silent Hill?
possibility.
That shit has happened, I feel like. Silent Hill is wild. Or you
I'm
could do
sure
the
you'll
shiny
figure
thing
it
where a
out
bunch
if
of
I
blood
do.
comes out of it.
Now, be sure to stay away from the building, since we'd be breaking those majestic rules otherwise.
This girl.
Right.
See ya in a bit.
Her voice acts just really good. I stare as Kirin approaches the building's entrance, presses one of the intercom buttons, and moments later pushes the door open. How did she convince people to trust her so quickly to let her into the building like that? Dude, oh my god. Lunar, when I was in college, literally, a bunch of us got in the elevator, and it got stuck for a second. But in that second, I felt my fucking soul leave my body. Oh my god. And it was an old ass elevator. And now I occasionally have dreams of me getting on an elevator just fucking falling. Like, a breaking, it just falls from all the way from the top floor to the bottom floor. I don't know what that says about me. So, the elevator game, as I remember it, I only know a couple of rules. from what Kirin just said, they can't be near each other, and only one person can play the game. Only one person can play. Actually, let me look up the elevator game rules. Let me look up that for you. You have to go to a building that has at least 10 stories. One participant. Call the elevator. Use only the up button to do so. If a down button is present, do not touch it. Don't press the down button, I guess. And you have to enter the elevator on the first floor. And you, again, do it alone. And then you go to different floors, like the 4th floor, 2nd floor. And you just, apparently you don't leave, or sometimes you leave. It's complicated, but basically it's like that. And then once you get to a certain floor, you should either be transported to a different world. I think it's in this game, it's a different world. Or see a woman. And if you see a woman and she enters the elevator, you do not look at her and you do not answer her. And you just exit the elevator without comment. And then you look around, but you don't lose sight of the elevator in which you arrived in. And then you will find yourself in a different world. There you go. That's okay. That's the woman. There's the woman. That's all. It's all connected. If Kirin sees a woman and fucking talks to her, I'm going to lose it. I can't do that. Imagine you're just playing this game and a random person just gets on the elevator with you. Oh. There's a feeling of unease pulling in my stomach. All of this is being a bad idea. Probably the worst we've ever had. Just screams in my head. So I'm going to give Sapporo a piece of my mind. It sounds like the pizza place. Like the mall pizza place. Piece of my own mind once all this is over. It sounds like we can't really do much about it now, however. If I were to go after my girlfriend, saying that I've suddenly changed my mind would undoubtedly make her angry. My girlfriend, it still makes me all giddy just to think of her that way. But hell, we snuck out of our houses through the window without our parents knowing just to go oh gosh. You can't, parents are like, where the fuck are our children? Bye, Rai! Thank you for coming! Just to go through all of this, if I had a problem with this whole crazy idea, I should have said something way early. It's too late now. So it's 12:13. I wipe my fingers around my phone and pull it out from my pocket. As I do so, a screen shows 12:13. It took us around an hour to get walk here, and while I dreaded us even being here in the first place, I'm also not looking forward to walking all the way back, especially when it's bound to get colder as the night goes on. Perhaps you could use those $50 to get a ride home instead of a meal? But the thing is, where are you going to eat at? If you're planning to eat right now. Yeah, if only things worked that way. With another side turn away and start to walk towards a small park located in the middle of this godforsaken forest. I don't know why part of it is a playground. There can't be many kids here in the day, can there? But it is, and there's a slide as well as a pair of swings. I'll most likely freeze my ass off if I sit on one, though that would lift my feet off the ground for a bit. The cold, snowy ground. This is creepy. Oh, girl, now you're about to have a ghost girl sit next to you on the swing. I decided to sit down on the nearest one. I also don't like how the music stopped, and it decided to get replaced by ambient ambiance. And just like that, the uneasy feeling of having entered what was it Kirin called it? A liminal space? Sadako, where you at? Oh god, I don't want Sadako swaying next to me. Girly, crazy. She's so good with words sometimes. One of those places that feels a bit wrong. The feeling hits me anyway, making the hairs at the back of my neck stand up. Your mind usually associates playgrounds with children, laughter, movement, and life in general. It's what they're designed for after all. So when you get to experience the total opposite of that, when you find yourself sitting in an empty, childless playground in the middle of the night, it doesn't feel right. Your mind associates it with being something being off, something being wrong. Because this is very wrong. The last time I think I went to a playground, it was in Deathmark, which is also another horror visual novel, and it did not end well. Not sponsored, by the way. Dr. Pepper. Why are you here, Asahi? In a place you shouldn't be. Asahi? I think it's Asahi. Asahi. That's what she said earlier. Now remembering. Absentmindedly, my gaze wanders. Something at the other side of the street catches my attention. It's a vending machine. I happen to have a bit of change with me, and the idea of getting something hot to drink is suddenly a very alluring temptation. It would undoubtedly make the waiting out in the cold less pleasant. Please say it's a machine that has hot drinks as well as cold ones. With my mind made up, I get back to my feet, checking the time more out of habit than actual curiosity again. 12:14. Only minutes passed since Kirin disappeared into the building, and I'm both surprised and not really. The feeling of time passing slower than usual is normal when you obsessively wait for something, even more so when said waiting is physically uncomfortable. Yeah, me waiting for my fucking spaghetti to cook. I make my way towards the vending machine without a second thought. We got some banger drinks, so look at those banger drinks. Got a little cat on there, so cute. If I move my mouse, the animation gets wonky. It is a lot of effects though, so I'm not too surprised. To my relief, its glowing buttons do indeed hold the promise of a hot drink. I decide to get cocoa. Man, I don't know what this is gonna impact. I'm actually kind of in love with this save screen. Because it's dark and it gives a very grim, ominous kind of vibe. If you get where I'm going at. I'm sorry, this is my game dev of me coming out, and maybe you don't want to hear it, but you're gonna hear it. I like the style. It's actually really good. It's actually kind of creepy. Like it's. I think it perfectly captures what the essence of the game. Before all the snowflakes start, let's get cocoa. I don't know how this is going to impact my game. I got achievement sweet or bitter. Hope it doesn't actually impact. I'm usually more of a coffee person, but I'm not in the mood for I'm in the mood for something sweet. Oh, she's a coffee person. Oh, that's gonna get me killed. My mind will most likely appreciate the sugar rush right now too. Cocoa is so good. Hot cocoa is so good. I mean, I'm not a chocolate person by any means, but it is so good. Bad ending locked in. No, Luna, no. It definitely doesn't have anything to do with the fact that this is Kirin's favorite drink. Oh, we got our girlfriend's favorite drink. Oh, I guess you can say she is rubbing off on us. Oh, that is so cute. Foie, choco. Yep, cat couple. Yeah, it's about time I acknowledge the fact that I've started to consume more sweet stuff because of her. Even though she says I'm sweet enough as I am. And it's only when there's a chunk of coins in the change slot that I realize that cocoa is a bit cheaper than the coffee, meaning that I'll be able to get a can for Kirin when she comes out too. Yeah, well. Honey, you got a big storm coming, because, Kirin is not coming out. That's a nice surprise. As I work on opening the bottle, I realize how warm and heavenly it feels in my hands. I wrap my hands around it, enjoying a few moments of bliss as the heat warms my fingers. I take a small sip instantly. You can stop at 5 or 6 stars, or just one. I don't have friends. They disappoint me. Oh, yes, I'll stand that meme. I take a small sip, instantly happy with the taste, being able to drink anything when it feels like a godsend right now. Satisfied, at least momentarily, I make my way back to the playground, intending to sit back at the spot I took up before. Oh, Oh, the creakiness. Oh man, sound effects are so good. I tell people to put sound effects in their games because I'm like, oh yes, please do it. And I didn't do that for my first 2 games. Admittedly speaking, I didn't do that for my. I don't think I really had a ton of sound effects in the demo, or none at all. And now there are sound effects in Marbles and Muse because I realize how effective they are. My ad's about to start. Holy shit! I'm about to go on a tangent. What do you mean an ad's about to start? Twitch. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, and now I start putting them in everything because sound effects are so immersed. They get the players so immersed to game. You gotta put sound effects in, guys. If you make a game, put sound effects in. Anyways, I reach the swing and settle back down as I glance up again at the building Kirin slipped into minutes ago. I don't like how I looked at the building and I expect something to come out. My blood suddenly runs cold. A sense of panic swarms my mind as I try to make sense of what I'm seeing. A building that's dead to the world, all pitch black, with none of its lights shining through the windows anymore. Could all the residents have gone to sleep in the meantime? That's close to impossible, and I know it. A power outage, maybe? I quickly turn around and look at the other buildings around me. All those seem the same as when we arrived, with a bright window still present here and there. So surely that can't be it. If the power was cut off, it would affect the whole street, wouldn't it? Or even several streets. Possibly. But when my power goes out, the people down the street over here, their power doesn't go out. Because they're on a different fucking grid, and it pisses me off when I see... I'm stuck with no power and no internet. And I look out my window, I see my fucking neighbor with their lights on. Ooh! Gets me fucking... I get crazy. I get so upset seeing it. Okay, let's see. Almost spilling my drink, I hastily reach for the phone in my pocket. What? It's 12:13, guys. Ooh. I blink, then close my eyes shut for a moment, certain that something's wrong with my eyesight. The time couldn't have gone backwards. Now it's 12:18, and the lights are back on. Spooky hours. A small sense of relief floods me as I quickly open my eyes again. It must have been a trick of the light before. Girl, I swear to God, if she removes the phone from the screen, I see a fucking stupid girl present. That's not Kirin. We love Kirin here. If it's some stranger staring at me, I am going to scream. Perhaps it was a glitch in my phone's display. Perhaps there was something wrong with me. Okay, we're good. Remembering what made me reach out for my phone in the first place, I raised my head to look at the building before once more, only to see it in its previous state. The lights are back on as if they were never gone to begin with. What was in that cocoa? Did we drink that cocoa? If so, what was in that cocoa? That vending machine needs to be taken off this premise because there is something wrong with those drinks. They must be expired. The unease in my stomach stays, though I know what I saw. I'm pretty sure I couldn't have imagined it. It's been 5 minutes since Kirin went into the building. Is that enough to ride through a bunch of floors? Would she be mad if I called her so soon? Dwelling on it suddenly feels stupid. Oh, I like the little icon. I open the calls app on my phone, and there's her name at the top of the history. She called me just a couple hours ago to confirm our plans for tonight. Admittedly, her name's also there for the call before that, and the one before, and... Okay, I chat to her a lot, so one more call now can't hurt, right? I hit the redial button. Oh, the number you have tried to reach is not available, says the phone. I should have expected the call wouldn't connect. If she's still inside the elevator, there probably isn't any reception there, is there? Yeah, there usually isn't. So you're totally fucked, honestly, if you need help. And the security person is not doing their job. They're like, yeah, oh well. So what options does that leave me with? Going in there, going after her? No, we ain't going after her. She can fend for herself. I'm sorry, Kirin, we love you, but I don't love you that much. I'm not dying. We can get another cat girlfriend. Waiting for another 5 minutes? Again, I'm expecting. One of these days, I'm expecting. And that's the thing with horror. You expect it. I played, a Spooktober game because I was a judge for Spooktober last year. And there was one game that really impressed me. I can't remember its name right now. But essentially, it's a chat thing, and then you get a chain mail, right? It's like, oh, you have to send this chain mail to 10 people or you're going to die. And you're currently, like, looking after some older lady for the day, and you constantly go and check up on her, and she's, like, enshrouded in a dark room. None of the lights are on in her room. And you have this feeling that something is going to happen in her room. But even when it does, when that moment finally comes, it still hits you as hard as if you weren't expecting it. That was a really well done move, and I have the biggest feeling that this game is going to do at some point, where once I have the phone up and I take it down, something is going to pop up at me, and even though I'm bracing for it, it's still gonna get me. Because one, I don't know when it's coming. Yeah, they made you dread. Exactly, Luna. Exactly. And that's why horror is one of my favorite genres. Yeah, I love horror. I may curse and yell when I get scared. I don't scream. I may do this. Like I don't know, I'm like some cartoon character or something, but I absolutely love it. And when I make my horror game, I hope I can, like, do the same thing. I hope I can be just as good with, like, making it eerie setting and having it absolutely being just scary, you know? But horror is so hard because of it, because it's like there's so many things you have to consider when crafting your story. And again, the sound effects here, the sound design in this game, absolutely fantastic so far, because it's the little noises. And one day, at some point, I know I'm gonna hear like footsteps, and it's just gonna be totally silent, and I hear footsteps or creaking. That's like something's coming, and I'm like, oh fuck. That's what makes it, like, you don't need a jump scare in horror games. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a jump scare. Too many things rely on like ear-piercing noise that a jump scare to get their scare across, but that's not effective horror. It's not effective. It's like the little things, just like little noise you know you aren't making that totally freaks you the fuck out. Just saying. That was my TED Talk. That was my TED Talk, guys. I'm scared of the situation repeating itself. Sometime later, I realized I spent so long just holding my can and fretting about Kirin that my drink has gone from a nice hot drink to, well, undrinkable. Some drinks are not meant to be just kind of warm, and this is one of them. At least it kept my hands from freezing, I guess. 10 minutes pass. I feel only more cold and helpless. Why can't Kirin just come out of the building now as if nothing has happened and laugh at me for worrying too much? I call her again for good measure. Surprisingly, the call does go through this time. Nope. That wasn't her, bitch. I'm not prepared for what I hear. That's what I said. A woman laughing at the other end. There's something about it that disturbs me to the very core. It's definitely not Kirin's voice. Or is it? All of a sudden, realization hits me. Sapporo, the bet, everything, now this, none of it could possibly be real. All of this has to be a prank arranged by my classmates. This is a really fucked up prank. Kirin doesn't come across to me as a YouTube or TikTok pranker, you know? And whether Kirin's in on, I don't think she would do that to you. Honestly, if my partner did this to me, it'd be so fucking over. I don't play like that. This is not funny anymore. Especially when like you're joking about somebody being in like, danger. It's not funny. It's not funny. You know what? I saw a TikTok and I laughed because this wife, and it was actually a good prank. This wife, she called her husband, like, honey, the cop pulled me over because I was speeding, and I told him that I had to get back home because you fell. Can you please make it look like you fell, right? And then, of course, no cop pulled her over, right? And she goes back to her house. Her husband is on the has fallen. There's trash, and his glasses are off to the side. He looks like he looks like a cartoon character while he's on like the stone steps where he fell. And he's like, where's the police? And it's like, oh, there's no police, honey. See, I like pranks like that. Funny. It's like no one gets hurt. No one gets to the point like they feel like they're about to have a panic attack. Those are funny. If this were to be a prank, it's not fucking funny. And it's way too elaborate to be a fucking prank. No one is this creative. Oh. Waiting for a bitch. I'm waiting for it. She wouldn't do this to me, would she? No, Kirin wouldn't do that to you. The image of her wickedly smiling, amused face persistently pops up in my mind again. Confusion turns into anger. Nah, good pranks actually make people fear for their lives. /s. Yeah, totally. that's why I'm not popular. I just don't get the humor. Before I know, I'm on my feet, already marching to the building. Determination boiling inside of me. Yeah, no, Death, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Let me tell you, it's going to happen, okay? It's going to fucking happen, and it's going to be so scary. There's an obstacle before I can get in. Though, I obviously don't have a key to the entrance room. What kind of excuse would be plausible at this sort of hour? I stab at a button I think Kirin pressed, and I almost immediately regret it. What if I press the wrong button? What if I press the right one and sound stupid when the other person asks who's there? What if... To my surprise, there's a click from the intercom and then a buzz as I'm let in without a single word being spoken. So Kirin didn't have to sweet-talk anyone. I try not to dwell on this unexpected invitation as I shrug it off on luck. And there's nobody there to buzz her in. I think that's how apartment buildings work. Or is it from the person who lives inside the building that buzzes you in? Like from like the actual apartment room thingy? I don't know. Maybe one day I'll learn how that works if I ever get to move out of here and live in an apartment. Hopefully not as like shitty as looking as this. Oh hell no. I'm not gonna no. Something just, you know, with only like 1 or 2 rats as my neighbors instead of like maybe 20. Which this place seems to have like maybe of, I don't know. As soon as the doors close behind me, it occurs to me just how dark the inside of the building is. I know it's middle of the night, but I'm not sure whether such a complete lack of light is normal. It's not normal. I think the lights are always on in like the lobby. People live here after all. There should be some signs of life. Buildings usually have at least a few lights on inside, don't they? It's unsettling, although it doesn't make me as nervous as it used to. I know that my vision is going to adjust to the darkness in a moment, letting me navigate the place easily. I'm able to see a lot better in the dark compared to when I was still completely human, but it doesn't work instantly. Motherfucker. As I take a first few hesitant steps into the building, the lights flicker on with a harsh buzz. Of course, I'm being such an idiot. There are automatic lights in here. They come on when people move. Totally ordinary. Just didn't like how they buzzed on like that. It's just that I've never been in this building before. It stands to reason that it feels unusually creepy to me. Especially if I think about why I'm currently here. Damn, look at that dead-ass fucking plant. No leaves. What the hell? All that considered, it feels like it takes longer for me to reach the end of the long hallway than it probably should. It's a dangerous time to let your mind wander into places nobody's sane would want it to be wandering to. At least the building inside is noticeably warmer than the other outdoors. At least they got heat on. It makes the whole situation slightly easier to bear. My hands and feet almost started to freeze off out there. Lost and found. I wonder if Kirin's in there. just like, hey Kirin, are you in the lost and found? Oh, okay. Worth a try. See, here's the thing. If she were to walk out of here right now, would she even be able to leave? Because it seems that whatever Kirin did, she did the elevator game. Whether she messed it up or not, there is something wrong with this place now because of the game. Think about it. The lights went off. I don't know if it's like Asahi is also getting affected because of it, because her phone did like mess up. Whether that was her paranormal, like her being paranoid, or like assuming this game, whatever supernatural being she summoned, the Kirin summoned here, is having an effect on like a wider range than just the building. But this is like that ghost, that laughing lady, who got told a really funny joke. She's controlling this bitch now. Let me tell you. We ain't going to Narnia, by the way, when we get into this elevator. We're about to go to hell. The next thing I know, I stand before the elevator door, rooted to the ground, with the sudden sensation of someone watching me. Okay. So here's the thing in horror. You don't look back. You never look back. If the game asks me to look back ever in any capacity, I am never looking the fuck back. Look back? I don't want to look back. Oh my god. I don't want to. I'm not going to look back, bro. Fuck that. But now the lights are off, so do I have to look back? Hesitantly, I reach to press the elevator. Look behind you. Everyone's telling me to look back. Okay, okay. Alright, I guess we gotta look back now because everyone told me to. So let's do it. Okay. Abruptly, I turn around, more panic exploding inside of me as the automated light picks the exact moment to cut off. My first... Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Why is she checking her fucking phone? My first instinct is to get my phone out, let it illuminate the sudden darkness of the corridor, and let Bastet know what else is happening currently. There's nothing. Nothing that I'm able to see anyway. I'm just the empty corridor, a row of closed doors along each side, similarly the same as when I first entered it. There's nobody there. There's gonna be somebody there eventually. There's going to be somebody eventually for everything, I guess. I don't feel any less on edge when I turn back in the other direction. Bearing my back to all of that space again, pressing the elevator button as quickly as I can find it. A distant sound of machinery sort of pierces the unnerving silence, followed by a hum which indicates that the elevator is in motion. It's clearly on a different floor, so I wait for it to descend. Taking a deep breath, I try to calm myself. It feels like an eternity drags by as I wait for the thing to arrive. Oh, fuck, bitch. Oh, fuck me. Let me turn down the stream a little bit. The doors finally slide apart with a slight scraping sound. The small compartment finally opens up before me, completely empty. I'm not sure whether I should be surprised or not. A part of me hoped it wouldn't have come to this, while another part of me already expected for things to turn out this way. Yeah, I should always keep that expectation in mind. Keep your expectations low. That's how I live life. That's how I'm comfortable. That's how I'm happy. Because you can't get disappointed when your low expectations are met. Where's the creepy face game? No. I was gonna who the fuck is this? At this point, I decide to do the only sensible thing I can think of doing, which is not running the fuck out of here, because that would be the sensible thing to do. Get into the elevator, ascend to the highest floor, then make my way down the stairs. All in the hope of stumbling upon Kirin, possibly hiding from me on one of the floors. I don't manage to find her, however. I check every single floor as I proceed downwards, but I don't find Kirin anywhere. 1:48. She's been an hour looking for her? Over an hour, actually. Oh my god, an hour 30, an hour and a half. Wouldn't be me. Calling her again is to no avail. Kiwi, where are you? This isn't funny anymore. I send her a text, feeling distraught and tired. She usually replies to me pretty quickly, but the seconds and the minutes tick by without any reply. I had a second message. Seriously, I'm tired and cold. I'm going home. I'm convinced that she's trying to prank me at this point. I mean, that's the logical thing to assume, right? Kirin said she wouldn't believe any of this ritual mumbo-jumbo would work. She probably snuck out of the building the moment I got on the elevator. Perhaps it's her presence that I felt back in that corridor before. 2:23. It's not an easy choice to make, but I eventually decide to leave and head back home by myself. But can you leave? Kirin doesn't arrive at class the next day. I get a call from my parents from one of the breaks asking me if I know anything about their daughter's whereabouts. They apparently woke up to find her missing from her room, and she hasn't answered their calls either. I lie about not knowing anything. What the heck?
You mean to say Kirin went missing? Are you sure this isn't just another one of her stupid pranks?
I don't know.
Well, I probably know less than you do. Last time I talked to her, it was yesterday, when we made the bet. Are you going to look for her?
Well, why? Are you planning to come along?
Hell no.
Nah, I'm too scared of ghosts.
My encounter with Sapporo comes next. It's not an outcome I'm satisfied with. Our mutual friends claim they have no idea what happened to Kirin either. When the case gets reported to the police the next day, I actually start to believe them. Things are going way too far for a mere prank. Kirin, where the hell are you? Surely the elevator ritual could have actually worked. Are we gonna go back? What the fuck? She's going back. Oh, this is like, she's a keeper, okay? She is totally... Asahi's a keeper. Because let me tell you, I wouldn't be doing this. I would only be doing this for my fucking fiance or my husband. No. I couldn't. I couldn't. Or if somebody I was in a long-term relationship with like maybe 2 years or so. But this, I mean, I don't know if 2 years is enough for this bullshit. I find myself standing once again in the lobby of that cursed building late at night. I'm honestly not eager to find out whether this whole elevator game actually works or not. The idea that it might not be just something completely made up sends chills me to my kitty bones. Any rational thought is an afterthought at this point. Two things have driven me to this madness. One of them being the need to find Kirin, obviously. The second is me feeling like I'm partially responsible for her disappearance. I agreed to this. It was her idea, but I joined her on it. I didn't stop this whole foolish thing. We are both so utterly ignorant. If the ritual indeed worked, Kirin could have ended up stuck somewhere. For all I know, I might be currently the only person who can actually help her. I have to do that before it's too late. Oh fuck! Do you have a notes?
Deep breaths, Asahi.
Asahi, girl, you're gonna need more than deep breaths. You're gonna need Jesus. You're gonna need all the homies. You're gonna need all the gods with you right now. With a shaky hand, I pressed the button to call the elevator. I've been trying to memorize all the rules for this stupid game for what feels like forever, but I don't really trust myself to remember it all once things get stressful. Suppose this whole thing can screw with your mind in ways you wouldn't expect. Hence why I came prepared and wrote the steps down, both on my phone and on a piece of paper I had in my pocket. I also brought a backpack with me with some essentials, because I'm going to be camping. I'm going to be living out here for a little bit. I saw you gonna need a Luigi vacuum. Yeah, she certainly is. I also brought a backpack with some essentials with me. I already said that. Food, among other things. Kirin's has been gone for a long time. The math speaks for itself. It's not just any old food either. It's some of her favorite snacks. You should put her favorite snack on the floor, in front of the elevator, going from in front of the elevator to the entrance. It's a little trail of her favorite food. She's like, ooh, my favorite food, and she just starts eating up slowly. That's how you'll get her to like come back. Just leave a trail of her favorite snacks behind. My thoughts get interrupted by the sound of doors sliding apart, revealing the small compartment before me again. Empty, just like last time. Well, with one glance at my phone, which is now showing 12:09, I take a step into the elevator. Oh, fuck. I don't like this. I know I'm gonna see a bitch. I know we're gonna see that lady. Right. I'm here now on the first floor, alone. Just like I'm supposed to be. It's quiet, eerily so. Not even attempting this ritual would be the smartest thing to do, honestly. Of all things I've read about online, I've read a lot. I did as much research as I possibly could at the small time frame I had. I didn't find a single person that encouraged anyone to try it out for themselves. Whoever did and lived to tell the tale was terrified of the outcome. Oh my god, y'all hear that music box? Oh, I love music box. I love music box tunes. Not only they're super pretty, but like they can, like, in a horror setting, what's supposed to be like cute and nice and just relaxing turns into something sinister. Ah, magnifique. Of course, I initially assumed all of those stories are fake. Would probably still assume so. If it weren't for the weird things that have been happening around the world lately, Kirin's unexplained disappearance on top of all of them. I turned to stare at the button panel before me, but before I decide to do anything further, I want to go over the rules in my head one last time. From beginning to end, just to make absolutely sure I remember them all. Elevator to another world. That's the name of the game. Only one person can play at a time. The ritual needs to be performed in a building that's at least 10 stories high. And it has to have at least one elevator. And otherwise, how the fuck are you going to play the elevator game with no elevator? That seems pretty essential. All three of these conditions need to be met. Otherwise, you cannot proceed. Recall them in detail. Instructions for the way there. Be in the chosen building to get on the elevator on the first floor by yourself. Don't like how the game got silent. Okay, we got the music still. If anyone else is in or gets on the elevator with you, do not proceed. That's simple enough and already done. Then there's the order of buttons I should press, which is straightforward enough. Press the fourth floor button. When the elevator gets to the fourth floor, do not get out. Stay in the elevator. Press the button for the second floor. When the elevator reaches the second floor, do not get out. Stay in the elevator and press the button for the sixth floor. When the elevator gets to the sixth floor, this is so many goddamn rules. So 4, 2, 6. Am I reading that right, girls? Yeah. 4, 2, 6. And press the button for the elevator, and then 4, 2, 6, 2. So close to 4, 2, 8, by the way, 4, 2, 6, you know? What an iconic game. Press the button for the second floor. When the elevator reaches the second floor, do not get out. Stay in the elevator and press this button for the 10th floor. Some have reported hearing a voice calling out to them during this point of the ritual. You're not supposed to reply. You're not supposed to answer in any way. My friend just texted me, my friend Taya, because I told her what happened in the high with that guy who cut me off. Yeah, she's like, she was like, she's having me some love. When the elevator reaches the 10th floor, do not get out. Stay in the elevator. Press the button for the 5th floor. Now here's the trick part. Some report that a woman may enter the elevator on this floor. She may appear as a stranger who wishes to engage with you, however, she also may appear as someone you know. Okay. So this is where I'm gonna get really... It's the however that's getting me. The however and what comes after it. She may appear as someone you know. Who wants to bet she might appear as Kirin? Who wants to take that bet with me? Because they wouldn't have put that however there if it wasn't critical. I may be overthinking it. but like it's the horror fanatic and writer anime. That's like, that would be really cool, interesting. Because I feel like some players may, they taking the bet with me, may be more open to approaching Kirin rather than a stranger. Because when they see the stranger, like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to interact with, but then you see the one, you see the person we're looking for, and you're like, oh, here we go, the game's over, and then then we die. It's important not to acknowledge her in any way. No talking, no looking. If the other is reflected, you're supposed to stare at the horror buttons only. Thankfully, there are no mirrors in this one. Press the button for the first floor. Now, two things can happen. It's important to pay attention. If the elevator starts to ascend to the 10th floor instead of the first, it means the ritual has worked. If it starts descending to the first floor like instructed by the button, it means something has been done wrong and the ritual has failed. So 4262 10, then 1. Was that what was going on here? Okay, 4262 5, 4262 10 5, then 1. We can disable this one. In the case you should get out of the elevator on the floor immediately. If the woman is there, you should remember not to acknowledge her in any way. So if you reach the 10th floor, you can choose to leave or stay on the elevator. Some report if you attempt to leave, will may engage with you one last time. Thank you. This is why Death's here. They're so great. She might raise her voice, shriek at you, or ask you a simple question. Keep your wits about you. Do not engage with it even out of fear. Guys, I'm so fucking scared about this woman. There's only one way to know whether you've reached the other world for sure. You will know because you'll be the only person there. I'm not sure what to make of that last part, considering why I decided to play this game in the first place. If I am to find Kirin, does that mean I can't reach the other world the right way? Either way, I'm just apply these rules and save them on my phone just in case I need a reminder. Oh shit. The elevator you use to get there is the only one you can return with. Remember. That's interesting. This is so complicated. This is such a complicated game. Who plays this? Who would play such a complicated game with so many damn steps and rules? I might as well play fucking Monopoly. Electronics do not work on the other side. You may become disoriented or dizzy. I like how certain things are like highlighted, bolded. Examine everything. We ready? People have reported that playing the elevator game might mess with your head, make you forget things, and make you feel disoriented. So I'm not gonna take any chances. I have it all on a piece of paper in my pocket too. That's gonna get fucked up. I've watched too many movies to be foolish enough to put all my trust in something that can break. She has some neat handwriting. Feels even more text. I like how the game's slowly revealing everything to me. As I put my phone and notes away after double checking the rules. It's nice knowing y'all. I'll see y'all in therapy. A chilling realization hits me. The floor I'm on, according to the elevator, isn't the first floor. It's floor 0. Needless to say, this place has me in a predicament before I've even really started. They assume that the game means ground floor by referring to the first floor? Or is that the assumption wrong and I should consider floor 0 being the wrong floor? Why did the fucking audio mess up there? Those are my headphones, I'm pretty sure. What would Kirin have assumed for that matter? Would she have noticed this detail to begin with? It's technically the ground floor, because you... Ooh. That's actually an interesting choice. Because you have to really think about it. But this game seems... This game in particular seems incredibly, like, detailed. Yeah, it's ground floor, so... I'm thinking about re-entering the building. Because why would it show 1 if it's not 1, you know what I'm saying? It'll be different if it goes from -1, 0, then 2. That would be different. We saved, right? Did we save here? That's what I'm doing. I don't want to be taking any chances. It's better to leave the building altogether than re-enter the elevator from the first floor. Oh my god. I don't like that noise. Just to be safe on the safe side, I make my way towards the playground. There should be enough distance between myself and the building to reset the game, right? My phone's display is now showing 12:17. It's probably good to wait for another minute for good measure. I'm about to make my way back to the building entrance when, with the intention of pressing one of the is that a cross on his? It's not a red cross, like it said in the notes. That looks like a cross. It's on a red bag. Who's he? Are we in the other world already? Did we like fucking magically just glitch everything? When I suddenly noticed someone walking down the street. I am coming up to me. Not to draw attention to myself, I hunched down my shoulders and remained frozen in place, listening to the footsteps that keep getting louder and louder. The person makes his way past me, and for a moment I feel relief, before I realize he's heading towards the same building entrance I was about to head back to. Perhaps he lives there. He presses the intercom buttons a couple of times, although I can't quite see which. Clearly knows what he's doing, however, as the sound of the door opening reaches my ears shortly after. Wanting to use the opportunity, I quickly dash forward with the intention of catching the door before it closes after the stranger.
Thank you.
Oh, do you live here?
Crap, he just had to go ahead and make small talk.
No, I just, I came...
Hi, Taya, hello! What the fuck?
Friend, is that so?
Why is he looking at me like that, bro? With one tooth sticking out.
Must be a very important friend when you come to visit them so late at night.
They're my girlfriend, my dude. Please just go, please just go.
Have we met before?
What?
Definitely not. I need to go now.
Ah, yes. Sorry. Don't mind me. Just be sure to take the stairs. The elevator's been malfunctioning a lot lately.
I wait for the stranger to go into the building and watch him intently as he makes his way towards one of the hallways. All things considered, he seemed like a decent guy, but for all I know, he might be some kind of creep. I mean, he kind of looked at you like, you must be an important friend. Do I know you? Staring at me with those eyes, bro. Those bug eyes. But besides, I can't enter the building with other people if I want to follow the rules. I climb the stairs, making sure I enter the elevator from the first floor this time around. Walking the dogs to my service. Oh, you're walking Loki! Oh, good old Loki. How you doing, Taya, by the way? Okay. Right. Let's give this another try. I'm on floor 1. Hopefully the right one. Floor 4 is next. For speed, you can choose to skip through the elevator animations, for example, by holding down the control key. We recommend not skipping for proper immersion, but it's your choice how you prefer to play. We love developers like this. Whichever playstyle you choose, you're still required to press the panel buttons in order to advance, of course. Oh, the little smiley face. Okay, 4. Then floor 2. Don't like how there's a red light there. What is that, a red room? Is someone developing pictures? I don't know, y'all. Yeah, that. Okay. Then floor 6. Oh, is the bitch supposed to appear here now? Okay. No, she appears at 4-5. Oh, fuck. We got some time, guys. Calm down. The doors are open. I don't like that. Why are the doors open, bro? It's night. Mrs. You did good. Just busy. Yeah, we need to, like... I hit my fucking wire again. God damn it. I'm doing this all the time, bro. Why is it the camera's catching me in 1080p? Like this. God damn, I gotta restart it again. There we go. I gotta stop like lifting my feet up, my little footsies. Okay, guys. Then floor 2 again. I'm like, no, you got this. It happens. It wasn't your fault. Yeah, yes. The thing is, his headlights were in my mirrors. So I don't know what the fuck. He like literally went from the traveling all the way to the exit. So he went, Grr! And I had to merge into lane because there was construction going on. Man, then 4-2 again. Ooh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, fuck. See. The moment I reached the second floor for the second time, I immediately noticed a change in the atmosphere. The feeling that something is very, very wrong hits me like a truck, making the hair at the back of my neck stand up. Well, what is this? I can't shake the overwhelming feeling sensation that I should get off the elevator right now. We can't get off the elevator. We can't. I can't quite explain it. But if I wasn't completely freaking out before, now it's very hard not to do so. It's almost like standing on a rail tracks while a train comes at you at full speed. Y'all, I was playing Way of the Samurai 4 the other day, which is like essentially Yakuza, because it's so fucking wacky. Imagine like the tone of this Yakuza side, like the side sub stories, was the entire tone of a full game. That's what Way of the Samurai. I literally started the game, and then I got into like a fight with a bunch of a bunch of samurai, and some lady from the crowd was teaching me how to fight, even though I know she didn't know has not. Well, I don't even know who you are, girl. I'm a samurai. Why are you teaching me how to fight? Do you even know how to fight? Do you even know how to hold a sword, lady? I don't know, but I guess she does, because she was telling me, she was giving me the knowledge, and then it's like. I forgot what oh, and then at some point, you could either decide to, like, side with the good guys or bad guys, which is very interesting to be doing early on. I decided to fight against the bad guys, but I pressed a button where I surrendered the fight, and I lost, and you know what the bad guys say? They tied me to a bunch of train tracks! They tied me to some rail tracks! And then some dude's like, hey, I'll untie you if you give me some money. I'm like, money? I ain't giving you shit. I'm like, no, piss off. And then I died, because, like, a horse carriage hit me. or something. A carriage hit me. It ran me over, y'all. I was living the 1910s fantasy of being tied to train tracks and having something come towards me. Like the villains might as well have been curling their fucking mustache. Like, ooh, we got them. We got that guy. You know you have to move if you don't want to get run over. You know you have to move if you don't want to be turned into a wet, fleshy smear along the train tracks. Yeah, I mean, I should give that guy money. And then I did a surrender the next playthrough, and I saw that guy, and he's just like chilling at the cemetery for some reason. What a weirdo. What a weirdo. I don't know what he's going through. He may be mourning someone, but you know what? He's a weirdo. He tried to exploit my situation. Fuck him. If I don't move, I'm going to die. Girl, you ain't gonna die. Stop being dramatic. It's the lack of air that stops me on my super. I realize I've been holding my breath ever since the elevator stopped. I breathe in, only to be greeted by a foul smell. It's almost like rotting fish, mixing with something I can't even name. I'm certain I didn't smell anything like this when I was here before. Oh God. This one lady should come up. I don't see her. Nope. Nope. Look down, bitch. I'm like, I don't want to look. When the door finally opens in the 10th floor, it's like a breath of fresh air after what feels like minutes of being stuck in a closed can. Well, you're not gonna be feeling this floor in a second, I feel like. Oh shit. I noticed that foul smell is suddenly gone. But someone's gonna appear. Oh, is it on 4-5? What's she pierced? Fuck. 413, what? Did anyone notice we... Huh? No! We're at a floor that doesn't even exist, mate! I'm pretty sure I pressed the button for the 5th floor. That's the way the rules instruct the player to do after all. So why... This is not where the elevator is supposed to go. Our 13th floor doesn't exist! Not to mention, this is still a 10-story high building, isn't it? Going to the 13th floor is obviously impossible. It shouldn't even exist. I need to stay calm. Ooh, girl, I ain't staying calm. Even unnerved by the fact that the elevator door doesn't open up when it's supposedly arrives on the floor in question. Did the thing levitate out of the building somehow? What is this? Elevator hitch? That's crazy. It's obviously some kind of mistake. Perhaps the elevator panel is malfunctioning. Maybe on the 5th floor right now, just like intended. I don't know what to do. The instructions didn't prepare me for this. There are no instructions for such a scenario taking place in the rules, so I guess I'm left to my own devices and better judgment. Does this... No, I don't think it's failed, girl. I think it's working a little too well. This means something else entirely. If I had to think of any plausible options on what to do next. I'm not going with the 3rd one. That I know is gonna be a bad thing. I have a fucking feeling that is going to lead to me dying. But I'm trying to think it like, because we did press floor 5, are we technically on the 5th floor? Because remember, the game is supposed to mess with your fucking head. It messes with your head. You can't trust what you're seeing. Then again, that is in the other world, but like it's still said in the curtain while in the elevator part. It messes with you. So it makes me wonder if we are technically on the 5th floor because we pressed the 5th floor button. And we should just go to floor 1, even though it's abort current session. That's actually where we're supposed to go. I'm not doing that fucking 3rd one. No one can pay me any fucking amount of money to do that. It's either the first or 2nd option that's like viable, and I'm thinking it's the 1st one. Press all the buttons. No. Oh, bestie! Oh, they get the fuck out button. Yeah, there is the little emergency button. How you doing, Bex? How you doing? Okay, chat, what are you feeling? What are you feeling, chat? Should we attempt doing the 1st one? Like, even though it says abort at current session, I think that's, like, the correct way to go. But I don't know. I don't want to abort it. I pressed the 5th button for the floor 5 again, but it doesn't seem to work. I pressed the button for floor 1, but it doesn't seem to work. I pressed the button for floor 5 again, but it doesn't seem to work. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh no! I don't want to open the elevator door. Oh no! This is so bad. I'm gonna try like 10 more times. It with me on the other side, afraid to die. I know it. Oh fuck me. Okay. With none of the other options working, you press the button for opening up the door. What the fuck? Oh no. Kaboo. Oh. It's red. It is red. The sky's red. Don't like that. What does it say in here? Probably. What are the odds I managed to get, oh god. This is actually spooky. What are the odds I managed to get to the other world already? I don't think, girl, I don't think you did. And now the building somehow has more floors. Oh, fucking god, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my fucking god, Bex. Fucking spooked me. It seems like a crazy idea, but everything about this has been crazy enough to begin with. Who knows exactly what to expect? I know I shouldn't leave the elevator at any cost, but I noticed something standing on the corridor before me, pretty close to the door. That's eventually the time you scared me with Paul. My DD! Oh yeah! I said, go! Out of nowhere! Go! Shit, that was still funny. Don't grab it. If I tried, I'm pretty sure I could reach it without stepping out. Should I? No. Where's the no option? Again, my keys, careful enough to leave the compartment. I reach out for the piece of paper that's lying on the ground. A note in Scarlet just got that achievement. April 13th. Now we're letting those abominations into our school. Fucking great. Oh god, these people are fucking racist. Just what we needed. One of them looks sort of cute. Wonder what she sound like when we set her clothes on fire. The fuck? What the fuck? Okay. That's, the day on this thing, there's no year, but if it's from the current one, it could be a couple months ago. Wait, isn't that from the day I transferred? It gets snapped away from my thoughts with the elevator doors suddenly closing. What in the witch trials? Oh my god. Yeah, what in the fucking witch trials? Burning people alive? Fucking racist. Why can you think about what to possibly do next? The small compartment is put into motion without my input. Nope. 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 Are we going to 4-5 actually now? I can't check the footage for that. Something was waiting for me to pick up that note before letting me proceed further. Did some greater... I like how every time you advance text, the phone number changes. Was I being watched? The idea is absurd and yet... Nope. I ain't seeing this. I ain't looking at her. What the fuck? Why is that boarded up? Why is that window boarded up, y'all? Okay. Bonjour! Hi! Oui, oui! Hi, Will. We give you the TLDR. Our girlfriend, we love her, tried out the elevator game, which is like a scary game that you do. You go to you participate in it alone, you go to different floors to get transported to another world. And she disappeared. She didn't come out. And now we're coming after her, doing the same stupid shit. And everyone's a cat girl, by the way. Everyone's a cat. Well, some people are cats. We haven't come across... No, we did a couple... Yeah, no, our school friend was a human. Not a sleigh at all, Will. Not a sleigh. Before I got taken to a floor that wasn't supposed to exist. Does this mean that the ritual's still going to go to the rule? Still going according to the rules? It reminds me of the Bloody Mary games. Yeah, I'm waiting for fucking Bloody Mary to actually show up right now because we're supposed to see a lady. I honestly don't know. The rules measure that there might be some kind of woman getting into the elevator at this point again, but I can't see anybody. Yep, just gonna go. She's gonna pop up once I grab this. There's just something distinct that stands out next to the elevator floor again. I could probably reach it without having to step out just like last time. Can I just not? I keep finding these notes. They seemed like some diary entries at first, but none of it makes sense at this point. Could it be that this place somehow captures your thoughts and turns them into these things? Will somebody be finding mine too? Seems like another one of those notes, but it's different from the one I found earlier. The writing has a different shape, and the paper itself has a different tint to it. It's safe to assume that this isn't the same person's. Oh fuck. Why is it going down? 0? What? Not taking any chance, I take the silent invitation and leave without a second thought. I run out of the building as fast as my legs allow me to. God damn, what the hell was that? The rule says I should leave the building immediately if the elevator descends back to the first floor instead of the 10th. So I did just that. Am I safe now? Does this mean the game is reset and I can attempt it anew once I go back to the elevator right now? Why do these rules have to be so vague? Ugh. I checked my phone for good measure, curious of time. It seems like a couple minutes have passed since I got onto the elevator. Nothing out of the ordinary then. Even if it feels like I'm trapped in here for hours instead. Deciding to take a short break, I get something hot from the vending machine. Coffee should be good for keeping my toes, even though adrenaline is currently doing the job pretty well. I made sure to bring more change with me this time around. Chocolate milk. Huh? I reached out to take the canned coffee, only to notice there's a bottle of chocolate milk instead. Did the machine malfunction, or did someone buy it before me and then just leave it there? It must be malfunction. I did put in the money. I did hear it doing the vending machine. Bangs. But rather, on further inspection, the factory seal is still intact, so it's definitely not someone else's half. Ooh, finished drink. I'm still not about to drink it, but what am I supposed to, but I suppose I could take it with me. Damn it though. Lactose free. That means I just used up my change and got no coffee in return. Stupid machine. Ow. Frustrated, I head back to the building entrance, once hitting one of the intercom buttons. I try to make sense of what I experienced in the elevator, but I'm at a loss. All in all, the sooner I can find Kirin, the sooner we'll be able to leave this place and never come back. I'm not really in the mood to dwell on this.
Hello?
I'm shaken out of my thoughts when I suddenly hear a voice from the intercom. Oh crap, this isn't how it went last time. This isn't supposed to happen at all.
Hello? Who's there?
Who had that terrible tax jump, sir? Sorry, gotta do your taxes, y'all. What should I say? Well, he knows.
I forgot my keys.
Yeah, and I forgot mine.
What?
At least get more creative. Basic kid.
Well, that went well. Where you going, Asahi? I just want about to curl up and die from embarrassment, but I forced myself to press one of the intercom buttons again, a different one this time. I can't let this stop me. I will humiliate myself as many times as it takes. I need to get back into the building. To my surprise, I'm greeted with the sound of entry this time around. Someone simply lets me in, no questions asked. Not just like before. Victory! Victory screech! SpongeBob was such an iconic show before I went to ship. I exhale, quickly getting into the building. Why is it so dark? It still feels so jarring how eerily quiet the inside of... The fuck? Someone outside just screaming. The inside of it is compared to how it is outside. It's like the door of the building is a portal to another world of its own already. Gathering my thoughts, I remember the notes I found. This has to mean something. I'm determined to get to the bottom of this. By the way, why is the elevator already open? That's just me. I'm just noticing that. Why is that elevator open? I should attempt the ritual again. Maybe I did something wrong before. Clues found out throughout the game can lead you to new floor combinations and different endings. Reaching an ending doesn't reset your exploration progress. All found items carry over between consecutive playthroughs. Some things around the lobby may change as you explore the game. Stay vigilant and have fun exploring this bizarre setting. Portfolio is but totally illegible. Are these people that... This is our friends, aren't they? We have Kirin here, my name, Sapporo's name, and then Rocky? Huh? Why are there our names on this thing? 3 of our names anyway. Who's the 4th person? Pretty sure I'm not familiar with that name. Kirin, are you behind this? ketchup on eggs. The fuck? Warden Gamzee. Throw lockers. Locker's dirty. I don't want to know. I don't even want to think about what I don't want to know. But it's pointing up, so we have to probably open it at some point, no? There's a triangle mark on it. So I'm gonna have to open one of these two at some point. Gotta go. Oh no. I shouldn't have picked that up. Why am I sitting with one by the feeling I shouldn't have picked that up? It's kind of bad omen. Surely nothing bad is going to happen just because I saw that. Your turn? What the fuck is that achievement? Picked up the sacrifice card. Is that a Rubik's Cube? But instead of colors, has numbers on it. Is this supposed to be Sudoku? What kind of mad person wants your turn to die? Oh! Yeah! Isn't that one of the cards from your turn to die? I should ask the devs. Because it just say the achievement's called your turn. Tarot reading. 204863. By the way, I wonder what's going on with your turn to die, because it's been a hot minute since they've released the last patch, last update. Mom makes a living from tarot card reading, so is she on TikTok where that's just popping? So I'm no stranger to these. I can find them pretty fun. I can never resist the temptation of getting a glimpse into the future. As vague as it might be sometimes. That being said, maybe it's a number I should keep in mind. 204863. Oh, some kind of graffiti. It looks cute. Some boxes here. Oh, it's a Majora's Mask reference! Whatever this thing is, it gives some kind of weird energy, like it could stare right into my soul. Is that yarn? Oh no, it's totally yarn. Deep breaths, Asahi. You can ignore it, just don't look at it for too long. Meh. Ever since I became a cat girl, I would get the uncontrollable urge to play around with yarn, or yarn bowl whenever I see one. It's like the yarn itself taunts my very existence. Not this time, you cheeky little devil. There's scissors. Not really something I like to carry around with me. Maybe you should, though. You need a weapon. I made the sake of running around with scissors once, and I still have the scar to prove it. It's not a big one. It's not big, not clever. I'm not doing it right now. If there's anything if needed cutting, I can use these. Oh, thanks. Is this somebody's diary? Oh, now we get into the good part. Yeah, as if. It's a notebook, and the pages that weren't ripped out from it seem to be blank. I'm not fucking. Nope. Give that a good old college try. The X marker on the wall here. Was this what treasures bird? Do I need to get a hammer to get to the bottom of this? Yeah, right. Bread. It says bread on the box. What would bread be doing in a place like this? How old is this carton even? There's no actual bread in here, right? I'm not willing to check. I am, bitch. I'm curious, but not that curious. Water shuts down. Oh, not water. Okay, go to the first floor. Was she scared of bread or something? No, she doesn't want to have that old ass fucking bread. Don't blame her. Truly scary. Okay, kind of remember 4. Thank God Death wrote this in chat, so I don't have to constantly look back from the phone. There's the red light again. 4, 2. Oh shit. 6, 2. Alright guys, are you ready for the fucking lady? The crusty ass lady, or Kirin. Someone pretend to be Kirin at least. 2, 10. I'm looking down. I'm gonna look at where the choices pop up. I ain't fucking playing this goddamn. And I put 5. 5, okay. No one's here. I'm looking, y'all. Then 1. Look down at the choices. We ain't fucking looking up. Nope. I'm a little bitch ass. I don't like fucking just someone just staring at me. Okay. It's working. Let's go into 10, y'all. We did it. And then just step out. It's completely different. This wasn't floor 10 before. I thought I was prepared for almost anything, yet the moment the elevator opens up before me on the last stop of the ritual, I'm taken completely off guard. This place is surprisingly bright. I'm not even sure what I thought I was going to find, but this is beyond anything I imagined. Did my attempt actually work this time around? Did I make it to the other world? Is this where Kirin ended up as well? Carefully, I took a step outside of the elevator, daring to put myself into the weird and lurid landscape. Then the elevator slides down shut behind me, startling me. I turn around to see them looking just like they always do. Pretty nondescript dark metal with a few scrapes and scratches. Almost reassuringly normal right now. On the whim, I press the button to open the doors again, and that doesn't sound good. The doors don't move either. So I think I have 2 options. 1, I can panic because I don't seem to be able to go back right now. Or 2, I can move forward and explore wherever on Earth or off Earth I am. The place I've been trying to get to since I got here.
No turning back now, Asahi.
Asahi, come on, let's go. I keep saying her name wrong. I'm so sorry. As I advance, more details catch my attention. The opposite wall at the very end of the corridor seems to be missing. The whole corridor also seems to be stacked with some strange dark boxes. Some have odd shapes. Something about their texture perplexes me. It almost looks like those kinds of materials that eat up all the light around them and don't reflect anything back. What if touching one of them will eat me all up too? I have to be careful. I'd rather not touch anything around here if I don't have to. The further I go, the weirder things get. The corridor eventually ends, but the floor keeps extending further past the stairs in the form of a lowered landing. I turn around to look at the corridor as I just traversed, taking in the view. I definitely don't want to lose my way around this place, so I need to keep track of my surroundings. Thankfully, it seems pretty straightforward so far. Until you get to that little middle part right there. Well, I made it all the way here. I'm not going back until I find Kirin, or until I'm convinced she's not here. Come on, Asahi. Well, I'm not sure what I expected, but still. It really is the other world, isn't it? Who just messaged me? I can't believe this whole crazy game actually worked, that this place actually exists. Maybe I just don't want to. I guess I can't really argue that. It does. Just what is this place? Yeah, there you go. I knew something was gonna be messed up here. I thought it was like a thinner flooring, like but nope. There's just nothing there. As I keep going further, my fears get confirmed. The floor cuts off abruptly, resulting in a dead end. There's a path that continues on the other side, but there's no visible way for me to get there. And even if becoming Port Kitty has improved my ability to jump and land gracefully, I don't even think an Olympic jumper with a hang glider could make that distance, not even Link. No Kirin anywhere so far either. It's almost 7 o'clock and I have to be right back for a few minutes once it becomes 7 because I need to look at Splatoon stuff. Did we somehow manage to end up in different places in the other world, or even in different other worlds after all this? Does this mean I have to try and go back somehow, puzzle out the broken elevator? Wait. Oh, there's another note. That definitely wasn't there before. There's no way I'd have missed it. Why will Asahi come and help me this time too? Oh, I was like, time loop? As if this has happened in a previous time. Will she come to my rescue just like she did these past few months? I don't deserve to be loved by someone like her. I don't deserve to be loved. Kirin, I didn't mean everything I said earlier. I just, you're just being dumb, but you're not, no. Oh, I feel bad now. I love Kirin, but she was just doing some dumb shit, to try and win $50, which, yeah, it's $50, but it ain't worth it. What is all this?
Asahi?
What?
Kirin?
Asahi? What the hell? Kirin? She's already here? She definitely wasn't there a second ago either.
Is that really you?
That is not her. I think that, yeah, it's totally not her.
Only if you're really you.
Oh no. Why are you on the other side?
That's my line. How did you get there?
Here we go.
Through the elevator, of course. Why? Did you use a different one?
Unless you somehow magically changed buildings, I used the same elevator you did.
I hate this place so much.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised she's still alive.
Well, don't just stand there. Go find a ladder.
Girl, what ladder? There's only plants and a giant, block right there. What do you mean, ladder?
A ladder? Are you crazy?
How else are we supposed to get out of here?
Kirin has a point, though. There's no way either of us could possibly make this jump. We might be more flexible as Catgirls now, but that's still too much of a stretch even for us. I mean, hadn't you seen how far cats can jump? You jump and fall to our team for sure. Would some kind of rope help us? No, because you have to be strong enough to hold the other person, help them get across, and you have nothing to tie the rope to. So really, the person would just tie the rope to their bodies and then jump, and you have to hold them and help and pull them up, which is no. No offense, Asahi or Kirin, but y'all don't look that strong. Is there even a rope to be found around here? Probably not.
So you came.
Sapporo!
Sapporo? Is that you? What are you doing here?
What the fuck?
Waiting for your arrival.
What?
What?
You bitch! This is all your fault!
Listen, Asahi, you need to find the camera.
Asahi don't be need to do nothing. What the hell? No.
Oh no, you don't. Don't listen to her, Asahi!
That's the only way to save us.
What are you talking about?
That's not, yeah, so Death, you're right, that is not Kirin. That is not her. She would not push somebody off this. I'm pretty sure the camera, okay. I'm pretty sure that the camera is, supposed to just, expose whoever's the fake one. You know what I'm saying? That's why she's like, you have to get the camera to save us. I don't know what else the camera's supposed to do beyond just probably potentially exposing who the phone is, because remember, the world tricks ya, and again, we haven't met that woman yet. The woman that was supposed to ride with us did not show up. I don't know if that was just a red herring, just to get me on my toes, but I feel like the emphasis on the woman, maybe she didn't need to come here because she could just easily pose as Kirin. But who knows? If there is a time loop thing going on, it could be Kirin after hundreds of iterations. That is true, Lunar. The game does have like progressive, like your progress progress. You keep your progress on a new playthrough, and that could represent the different different like timelines or time loops, however many iterations Kirin went through, just to be saved. She could be going mad now. She could be going a little crazy. I mean, if I got stuck here for a certain amount of time, like hundreds of years, like this is some Kaguru project bullshit, Heat Haze days, I would be probably pushing a bitch or two off the fucking off this, pushing them to their dooms. I'm just saying. She moves so fast I can barely even blink, and since I'm so far away, I can only watch in utter horror as Kirin takes a step forward towards Sapporo and shoves her from the landing they're on, making her fall. I wonder if you could save Sapporo on a future playthrough. I wonder if there is time loop shenanigans happening. I wonder. Sapporo disappears into the cloudy layer of white below, or if Sapporo isn't actually dead. Because we don't know what's below. It could just be like a bunch of mattresses. We don't know. It's as though she was never there. I can't see anything of her, and I can't hear anything either. I stare, dumbfounded. Oh, I love this music. Try and wrap my mind around what just transpired before my very eyes, before my gaze wanders back to Kirin. She's staring right back at me. She looks agitated, angry. Not a hint of remorse in her voice.
Kirin? What? How could you do something like that?
Uh-oh, sorry, that was a mistake.
She was trying to get in between us, can't you tell?
I think you're trying to fuck with me, not Kirin.
How naive can you be? Open your eyes, Asahi.
Here's the thing. She would never talk to her like that. She would never talk to Asahi like that.
Face reality. Wake up already. Face reality. Wake up already.
What? Why do I have like 20 keys on this laptop? What the hell was... Hey, blank space! Hey, that's one of the studios of the games! Hey, look at that. We love it here. We love... Listen, I do this. I'm doing this in Winning Hearts. I drop little Easter eggs and stuff like that to my games to advertise us. Yeah, that's actually really sort of, you know, that's a good way to get around copyright. You don't want to use somebody else's image because you could get copyright. You could get got. So it's just better way to not only advertise but just play safe by advertising your own game. I like that. Blank Space is also a really good game. So why am I suddenly back in my room? And Kirin, what the hell? Why did you do that? I know you have some sadistic tendencies, but that was going way too far. Did she actually? I quickly reach for my phone, intending to text Sapporo, when I notice a bunch of texts from Kirin instead. Hey, we still going? I'm at your window. Come on. What? At my window? Girl, you're not kind of creeped out that you're back in time? All right, we agreed to go to that building tonight. I must have fallen asleep. Wait. Huh? What was it that I dreamed about again? It feels like it was something important, but the details suddenly elude me. When I meet up with Kirin, tell her I had a bad dream that we shouldn't play this stupid game. She only laughs at me. You're such a scaredy cat, Asahi, she says. Figures. Asahi. I need to get that name in my head. Asahi. You're such a scaredy cat, Asahi. Welcome to the other world. I just got that achievement. What does it say for description? Unlock the other world ending. What? That was ending 1? Girly, what?